All right, we're back with another one. This is episode 246 of the No Hangover Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, rate, comment across all platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Apple Podcasts, and we're on Spotify. Check us out on our socials, on Instagram at No Hangover Podcast, and on TikTok at No_Hangover. Like the reels, like the content, we're coming back hot. We're coming back rolling again, bringing in the new year. Got 3 episodes that are going to be coming out back to back to back. So this is the third one of that, and then we're going to keep it rolling, get into the new year busy. And this man, I mean, if we want to talk about busy, you had a busy 2025 as far as putting out music and just letting that shit ride. 10 fucking projects in 1 year is, for anybody, is insane. It doesn't matter for what, just to be able to put out that much music is.
I mean, but at the same time, it's a blessing too to be able to put out that much music like that, though. But I mean, that's when the tip of the iceberg, though, man. It's like I'm back in that mode, and a lot of people, I've been doing this for a long time. So if a lot of people, you've been following me, and you still on the journey, I thank you for being here. But like, and like it's been a time where I kind of like had a little slump or whatever and everything. Like it's our third one. We three-peating, with this thing or whatever. It's me and bro third interview, so.
The exclusives right here.
Yeah, so, and this really the only time y'all been really hearing anything or whatever, more personal of me or whatever, been on here or whatever. I've been on other podcasts and everything, shout out to them too. But I've been really just, and like this third one, we gonna really, get into stuff and everything like that. But, I've been just working, man, like, and I wanna like, I love doing music or whatever. It's like therapy to me. So, it's like keeps my mind off the bullshit. So,
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I feel like we're kind of both on that with that same mindset, especially last year for me. I kind of felt like I was a rookie in the game again, like trying to establish myself, get to know people, get in front of people, make connections and all that, and like, just really put my shit out there. And
shit, you know what I'm saying, rookie of the year and shit. You should say rookie of the year, then you gonna say you a rookie, because I mean,
well, because like you too, like I've been doing this for a while. It's been 6 years. It's coming up on 7 years, and then this is really like. About like 3 years ago, we kind of, with me and the other guys that I was doing it with, we found our stride a little bit, and we were doing numbers, people were recognizing us and all that. And then, just inconsistency, people fell off, things like that. And then last year, I took it on all by myself and, just took the tools and the knowledge that I learned, the resources, all that shit that I had learned over those, 5 years, and, just kind of went for it. So.
Yeah, no, that's all you can do.
We are. Yeah.
You start or whatever, then shit, you look at yourself like a year later, shit, you'd be in a whole no better position or whatever if you play your cards right, so just a grind.
Is this the most projects you put out in 1 year? Like official projects, like maybe not like
projects,
songs or whatever, but
like
just official projects.
Official projects, this the most I've put out in 1 year, like the most I put in 1 year. Like I've been putting out projects or whatever and everything, because like it's like a lot of projects I've put up and I've taken down, and a lot of music that's been out but it's no longer out that I have right now, or only a certain handful of people probably have, but and that music was trash or whatever. A lot of time I listen to it now or whatever and everything, it just was the delivery or whatever, and just really, but at the same time the crazy thing about it, a lot of people was rocking to us. I don't know if they was lying to me or whatever and everything. Certain people probably were genuine, some people, but like a lot of the music I listen to now, I'll be like, this delivery didn't sound, like where it should be. I was all over the place with a lot of things. I'll probably be over here, over there. And another thing that got me right there with my brother, my bro Kid Pro or whatever, like he caught a lot of, he listened to our music and he caught like, certain things, he'll point out certain things to me or whatever. And I really got no yes men around my brother QS that and my brother Kid Pro. They tell me straight up, and then at the same time, it just also, I just was, when I got to them or whatever and everything like that, I was at a point in my career where I was like, man, it's whatever with this music thing, I was starting to be like, okay, maybe it's not going, but then I met them and then we started just doing sessions all the time and everything, and, and one thing led to another and everything been working out, and they always was on the track just snapping and everything, and I would listen to my verses and it wasn't adding up, so I was like, I gotta step my game up, so
that friendly competition, that shit will fucking sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need that.
I needed that whatever and everything, 'cause like I said, they caught me at a point or whatever where like I was just not getting kind of out of that situation, but still wasn't even really out of it clearly, so and then like I just understand that, and then having talks with them and everything like that, and I started looking at things in a different perspective, and it changed my mind and everything, and then now it got me to this point where like I'm about to go stupid crazy or whatever. And then at the same time, I'm also on some I want to live forever. I know we're not gonna live forever and everything.
Yeah.
One day the lights shut off and everything, and that's it. But at the end of the day, on some real stuff, I'm trying to live forever. Like Tupac died 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Remember where I was at when the announcement of him, you know, and everything like that. I remember all that or whatever. So, you know, it's like 30 years later, people are still discovering him. People are still trying to figure out who he was.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, another person that live forever and everything like that. And that's what I mean by live forever.
Like
Kobe,
legacy.
live forever. I want that legacy or whatever and
Yeah.
everything. That's why you listen to a lot of my music, you hear me talk about a legacy now, because that's where I'm at with it now. That's what it means to me. That's what music means to me. And that's why I put out so much music now or whatever, because I wanted to be like where I'll never leave this earth. Like,
Yeah.
haters, you'll never get rid of me.
Yeah.
Like, ever. You know, I always be there, whatever. And at the same time, also, it's like just certain people, whatever, and everything. If I can live forever in certain people's lives until they are no longer here, then that's good for me.
Yeah. I mean, it is, you know, it is, there's something to wanting to leave like something behind for people and like leaving your mark after you're gone and shit like that. And it, you know, it varies from person to person, but I feel like in everybody there's a bit of like wanting to leave something behind, like wanting to be remembered in some form or fashion.
I mean, yeah, I mean, because, I mean, you ain't gonna be here forever. I mean, like, the lights do shut off, I mean, at the end of the day. I mean, so you gotta, like, you know, try and figure out how to just leave your mark in this earth where, you know, you'll be talked about in some presence or whatever for years to come and years going on. And you got a legacy and people still trying to figure out who you is, or people got good things to say about you, or, you know, just want to leave a good legacy or whatever. Because, I mean, once you figure that part of life out, because, I mean, a lot of people don't get there. A lot of people probably think, like, I'll be here forever, or probably don't care or whatever and everything like that. But me, I understand that because I'm highly connected and I understand, like, hey, one day God got everybody's number to call.
Yeah.
You know, some people numbers get called earlier, some people numbers get called later. You never know. I mean, I look at this as like a lot of people, whatever. And one thing that really changed my mind with that situation was Takeoff. That was one of the main things that really.
Shit was pretty like when I saw it. It was
just
like,
just
oh,
because
damn,
just
like,
because of his personality and the type of person he was, or whatever.
was
Like,
quiet,
if it can happen to him
yeah.
or whatever, and he wasn't even, you know,
he wasn't loudmouth like that. Like he wasn't like, you know,
well,
he
wasn't
talked his
even
shit
old
when
like
he was rapping, but like,
yeah, that's just a rapper with it. That's entertainment.
Exactly.
And at the same time, that's another thing with a lot of the stuff that goes on the way the world is now, or whatever. Too, rap was always meant to be entertainment. It wasn't meant to be like, you know, the realness of, you know, like, because a lot of those rappers or whatever, like the street guys were the rappers back when I was, you know, everybody wanted to be the street guy. Nobody wanted to be the rapper. The rapper was always joked that everybody knew the rapper life wasn't serious. You know, all that tough he was talking, whatever, and everything like that. You know, Ice Cube been talking gangsta for years and everything like that.
Yeah.
Man been married his whole career. Like, you know, I mean, come on. So, you know, it's just like,
they kind of would look like as like lame, kind of a nerd type shit.
they was looked at as lames, or rappers was looked at as lames back in the day. Now everybody look at the rappers like, you know, and the street guys, they looked at like, you know.
Yeah.
But a lot of the street guys bringing that on themselves too, because they forgetting the codes. I mean, at the same time, a lot of the codes and a lot of the streets and the morals and all that stuff is getting, you know, flabbergasted, it's getting switched up and everything, where it's always the streets was always supposed to be one way. You already know if you got into this, you already know what you're getting into, what you signing up for. You already know that will come with it, take your charge.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, that's what it was supposed to be, but then, you know.
Yeah, the line started getting blurred. I mean,
it's too blurred now. It's not. It don't even appear no more. That line is gone.
People, that's kind of when personas really started, like, you know.
Yeah, so it's like, you know,
started coming around and rap and shit. Like, I'm gonna play a character and like this is the character that I play in rap, but like
I'm not really this in my real life or whatever and everything.
Right.
My government or whatever. This person outside of this, and then I'm Snoop Dogg. You know, so it's like, you know, but
I mean, Snoop Dogg, he did catch a murder charge, or he.
But it's a lot of, if you know the real story of that or whatever and everything, because like that's one thing about me. I'm a hip hop nerd. I'm a hip hop nerd. I'm a hip hop nerd. There's a lot of things or whatever behind that, like, you know, like with the murder charge and everything like that. It's just like, you know, Suge had a lot of control back then or whatever and everything, so Suge got him out of there or whatever and everything. But Snoop wasn't supposed to make it out of that, really. He was supposed to be gone. He was supposed to be locked up.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, but hey, here he is now. I mean, he's a good example. I mean, like you said, Ice Cube. I mean, a lot of those guys that were able to make it out of that 90s era, Jay-Z, were really able to like cash in and like commercialize themselves.
Yeah, they was able to commercialize themselves.
Again, like Snoop Dogg is a great example of that shit.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg
he's for the kids. Like Snoop Dogg is a family man, and like that's what he's making. That's his money maker, and like
I mean, it's crazy to watch a Snoop Dogg from his,
for real. It is like it's impressive. Crazy, like it's. There's savvy there. Like there's
love him or hate him, you guys can't do nothing but respect it.
For real, and he could do it all. He can rap. He could do Pharrell. He hooked him up with doing the more melodic R&B stuff, like being the cool fucking. And he's transcended. He's standing the test of time. Like he's
standing the test.
He's a brand. He's a brand now. Snoop Dogg is its own thing.
He's a worldwide brand.
Yeah, so
nationwide brand.
For real. So it goes to show that. If you know how to market
stuff like that, it inspires me to do what I do because I see that I know if they can do it or whatever and everything like that, ain't too much of different. And then with me or whatever, I don't look at stars like how everybody else look at them, like like they so highly
like put them on a pedestal. I always thought that was weird when people do that shit. Like
we just like each other, whatever. Right. I learned that by just sometimes either dealing with them or like coming across or having an interaction with one, and then your whole perspective gets fucked up, and you wish you never met them.
Yeah,
cause you be like, damn,
you thought you had something in their head that you thought they were, and then
they show you something else.
There's that saying like you never never want to meet your heroes or whatever, because it'll just fuck up the perception. Like they're not always what you think they are and what they portray. Yeah,
so it's like so I like but like I say, that inspires me, just to be because I want to be there for somebody, like if I can like change somebody's life or make somebody feel a certain type of way through my music, then that's good for me. And I have that shit because I have had people tell me or whatever, like, throughout my time or whatever doing this, like, your music has made me feel this or it has helped me do this. And it's different. And that's one thing that keeps me doing it too, because now the game needs something different. And I've been hearing that my whole career. It's different or whether it's been
it is. I remember the first podcast we did, that was the first thing I said. I'm like, man, that shit is like when I first heard it, it's hard to put your finger on it, but once you do, it's like, all right, bet. Like, I see what you're doing now.
And the thing about it now is it advancing or whatever and everything like that or whatever, and it's getting more even better or whatever. Like I'm starting to get back in my flow. Cause like that stuff that was going on.
Do you have a favorite project that you did from last year, like a specific one or specific tracks, or I don't know. I mean, it's a lot to sift through, but
I don't know. Like I would say probably. I'll probably say Ozone Hustle is probably one or whatever that I did. That first one I did. But, I mean, there's just so many of them, though. It's songs or whatever and everything like that. I just, like, have, like, favorites and everything like that.
Yeah.
But, I try and get more, and that's what I'm saying, too. I'm trying to get more in tune with myself or whatever and everything, like, kind of stop listening to everybody else or whatever, too.
Yeah. That's that honing in, like I said.
That's what Wayne do. That's why I was studying a lot of Wayne and Pac or whatever and shit, like documentaries and shit. I'm going back and watching them or whatever and shit, like in their heydays or whatever and shit. Michael Jackson or whatever and shit. I've been watching a lot of like, just studying, like, just because, I mean, I know we in two different lanes or whatever and everything like that, but he was the greatest entertainer of all time or whatever, so it just, just seeing what he went through and everything like that, even though I know or whatever and everything like that, because a lot of people know, like, Michael Jackson, like, that was the first artist with music or whatever, when I could have a recollection of music or whatever, that was the first thing I heard.
Yeah.
Like, cause my mama was big on, Michael Jackson and everything like that, I see posters all around and everything like that, like, who is this or whatever,
it's probably, like, just seeing videos now, documentaries, like, of how people were, like, falling out for Michael Jackson and shit. Like, that shit was
I saw that back then or whatever and everything. I've been knew that or whatever. And I think I've been knew that, like, just with, just seeing concerts, watching on TV and everything like that, and seeing, like, how people would just, like,
go crazy, go fucking like, bananas. Oh, my God, imagine that shit.
Like, dude just stand on stage or whatever and everything. Dude ain't even move or nothing and everything. People just passing out or whatever and everything.
For real. I will say this, like, around that time, like, again, with the 90s, too, like, late 80s, early 90s, like that's what it felt like for real, like global superstars was like a real thing, because you got Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson. You got guys that are like really
real stars back then.
Yeah, for real.
But then it's just like it wasn't that much access to them either, too.
Right, and that's exactly. I feel like that. Just like we were saying before, you don't want to meet your heroes. There was like you could keep that aura. You could keep that fucking the presence and that perception a lot longer because the parties are more exclusive. Yeah. There's no phones and shit, so you're not constantly. Even if the parties are exclusive, like you don't have people on their phone and shit. You know, putting that on social media and all that. So it definitely takes away from the aura and like when The Weeknd first came out, he was kind of one of the last ones that like when he first came out, I
never really got on The Weeknd like that, to be honest with you. I mean, because of course you can't not hear him or whatever, not know who he is because of who he is or whatever. But I never really listened.
But when when he first came out in like 2011ish, like he was very like there was like a very mysterious like who the fuck is this guy? Like there was no interviews. Like the music videos were very like the music was super raunchy and shit. I mean, but I think that helped him a lot because it helped build that fucking mystique, that aura of like, oh, The Weeknd, like, and the way that his music was hidden, the subject matter of it and all that shit was like, oh damn, like it was captivating.
That's what I try and do. I try and keep that shit where the like different subjects and everything like that, and certain things that people trying what they going through. Like I try and rap in third person a little bit, a lot of times, and it seems like I'm talking to the listener and everything. Yeah. So just different things, man. But I'm just learning this. I was just like studying the craft of it, just working and everything, and then just having my own setup or whatever, the house or whatever, and then actually learning. But Full Sail is like a good thing to help me out. The little bit of time that I did went there, I didn't make it to the Pro Tools part, but as far as like the Logic part, that shit has done me wonders and everything. But then at the same time, YouTube University or whatever, just going there and like just learning the plugins and going through certain stuff and everything, it's like, and now I can mix my music. It sounds a lot better or whatever. So it's like, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of goes into kind of how the game is now with just media in general. Like you have to be multifaceted. Like you can't just be one thing now. The same way that it is, I feel like in music, like you can't just be the face. Like you have to be able to know like how to produce a little bit, how to engineer a little bit. At least, even if you don't know how to do it, at least know what you're looking at.
Yeah, know what you're looking at, so that way, if you gotta do it yourself,
exactly,
you can get it done or whatever. Because a lot of people understand, like having your own studio, that shit. Like artists, I'm gonna tell your artists, get your own setup.
And it is so easy with like your phone now. Like they have so many different apps and shit.
BandLab or whatever and shit. I don't really use BandLab like that or whatever because I got Logic, and Logic is so much like, if people who use Logic, they understand like Logic is great. And if you got a good workflow and you learn that workflow in Logic to really work or whatever, you'll get through so much done or whatever and everything. So, but there's so many apps out there that's like just to do that.
I mean, I know one of the guys that I've had on, want to have him on again, Fair the Great. He be posting shit all the time that I made this shit off my phone, and that shit's fucking nice, well produced. Like,
whatever, they got a whole like BandLab. It has a whole like little studio set up in there. Well, it has like the plugins or whatever, and like the compressors and all that, different stuff or whatever. It has all that in there. So I mean, BandLab. I just never really got into it or whatever. I've been so on Logic when I got Logic where like it take me like just a couple minutes. I get like songs done in like 30 minutes. Like,
you sure you got that shit down to a formula by this point?
I got a formula. It's just like clockwork with me or whatever, bro. Like I just get in there and like I can record 10 songs a day if I wanted to. Like nothing, like,
Yeah.
Because it's just like because I have my stuff already written down, and then I kind of already went over the beat. And then got the bars kind of adjusted to the beat. So that way when I do rap it or whatever, I probably have to either with the melody or the cadence or whatever and shit, probably either change a word or whatever and shit, or reverse or whatever. But most of the time, you already got it kind of like in how you want it. When you record it, that shit just like, like that, just too easy. Yeah. And then what I do is whatever and shit, I really won't mix it or whatever and shit. I just record it and everything, make sure everything is lined up right, and the sound is good and the quality is good, so that when I mix it or whatever, ain't too much extra work. And then shit, I just go to the next one. Then I just come back to it and then just mix them all in one thing and just
bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Yeah, that shit. Having the studio in house I feel like is key if you're really about it. I mean, if not, then that shit's just gonna sit there and collect dust, and then you just spend however much on just equipment and shit. But like having the studio right here at the crib is All right, let's sit down and talk. You trying to do a podcast real quick? You trying to record this? You know, I'm starting to, link up with certain people to start trying to do some weekly stuff and things like that. And it's easy. Like I said, when they ask me, it's like, bro, like I said, it's easy. This shit's really. I wake up and I gotta walk by that shit every day. So let me know what time you want to get things done, what's gonna work for you best, and things like that. And I'll work it around my schedule and shit.
So I wake up and shit. Yeah. All I gotta do is just walk up the hall and shit. I'm in the studio.
For real, it is like again, but it could be like either a great motivator or a constant reminder of what you're not doing. If you don't use it, that's the thing. Like if you do all this stuff and then you don't.
But shit, at the same time, like shit, if I didn't do music, bro, I'd probably be in the crazy house I'm down with, bro. Like on some real shit. Like, I'd probably be I'll be in the crazy house I'm down with, bro. Like, cause this shit really does keep me sane, bro. Like people don't understand that shit. People like,
writing. Shit. Because you write like pen and paper, right? Yeah. So
at the same time, it ain't. I write. Sometimes I kind of like do that shit, but at the same time, most of the time I transfer it to the phone or whatever though. Cause like I'll just like write, cause I'll be writing without the beat now. Like I just like I know like. Bars, I treat them like sentences now. Yeah. So like basically, like I know like I got a certain amount of words I can get in this one little sentence because a bar is just 1, 2, 3 bars. Yeah. So it's like I only got a certain amount of words I can put in there. So I already got it in my head how many words I can fit in there or whatever. And then when I get to the beat, I probably have to take a word out or add a word. But that's too easy to do.
Maybe if I can just elongate or whatever.
Yeah. So it's like or like add a little melody to stretch out where I ain't gotta even put a word there or whatever. So
Yeah.
But yeah.
That shit is that shit is it's a creative process, and
it's a creative process, but it's a lovely creative process. What you do, once you get good to it, right? And you know what you're doing.
It's funny how like you could take the same 16 and you could give it to 10 different people, and it's gonna come out 10 different ways.
Yeah, you can.
On the same beat too, and you can give them the same beat and it's still gonna come out like 10 different ways.
Yeah, you just now fucking either put a word that was supposed to be here, you can just switch it this and put that word back there. Just like so many things you can hit.
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah,
and it's like there's no like wrong way of doing it. Obviously, there is wrong ways, but like
there's a wrong way of doing it.
There's like, but there's like
a lot of people do it the wrong way because a lot of people out here now they starting out to rhyme and everything. Is like it is like see like a lot of people talking out instead of just rhyming and everything. They're forgetting the fundamentals of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Blueface, he was kind of he was one of the first ones, not like to do it, but like recently, as far as like the offbeat really, rapping and shit like that.
The first Blueface was Silk the Shocker.
I never heard of him. Who's that?
Master P Brothers. Silk the Shocker. You go listen to a Silk the Shocker song and you will see what the fuck I'm talking about. He was the first Blueface. Blueface got his style from him. Had to be. Look up Silk the Shocker. And he even worse than Blueface. To be honest with you, like Blueface kind of be more on beat than he do.
Let's see, Silk the Shocker.
Yeah, the listeners. I mean, listeners know who I'm talking about. Certain listeners know. They know like they know
right here.
Yeah, Silk the Shocker.
Damn, I want to play some of it on here, but that shit will get copyrighted.
Yeah, that shit probably that's no limit. P gonna copyright that shit.
Hell yeah, he's about his money too. He don't fuck around. He was like,
about that bread.
I mean, he was one of those. He was one of like the first rap moguls.
I learned from him. Yeah. Like as far as my CEO mindset or whatever and shit, I get that shit from Master P and Baby. Baby was like the first
played
one.
in the NBA. Like what? He just did a little bit of everything. Man. He's like, all right, check.
Yeah, got some playtime and shit like that, whatever.
For real. Shout out to the rappers.
Score some points and whatever and shit,
For real, how many people can say that shit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
I want to say he was playing when Vince Carter was there. I want to say, but I'm not 100% sure.
This was the late 90s, early 2000s. Then Vince Carter was probably there because Vince Carter got drafted in like 96, 97, some shit like that.
Yeah, so he did. Yeah, okay.
Something so he did
that.
If I'm wrong,
because I want to hear. I think I heard Vince Carter told a story about Master P one time, whatever shit. If I'm not mistaken, but
yeah, I mean
that's crazy though. Shit,
that's what it takes. You gotta fucking be willing to grind and try different things and
but once you get to the grind shit out, shit, they don't really be like.
What's about figuring it out first? Yeah. I feel like once you figure it out, it's easy to grind shit out.
I would say do what you love though. At the same time, I don't say do if you want to do something or whatever and shit. Do something that you love, whatever and shit. Because if you doing something that you're gonna always consider it a job and shit, you're never gonna have no fun.
I agree with that to an extent because like I'm kind of doing both. Like because we were talking about like I've started on my self-employment journey and things like that, and this is something that I enjoy doing, that I would say I love doing, and I want to continue to do it. But then I also have the landscaping business that I don't necessarily love doing, but I enjoyed enough that it's like, all right, I can see myself doing it, and there's money to be made in it. So that's like kind of like, I feel like there needs to be, unless the thing that you love just happens to be extremely lucrative.
I mean,
like,
I just got to the point. The military got me like that or whatever. Though, 'cause at the same time, I did like that for like 6 years or whatever and shit. So it's like, you know, got to the point where I'm at life or whatever and everything now to where like I don't want to have to be like going to some place or whatever and everything, and I be like, oh man, I gotta go to this place or whatever and everything like that.
for sure,
I want to be like when I'm in the studio, bro. I'm in just happy land, like, you know. I'm just, you know, I'm really in my own world or whatever and everything, and I really do what I want to do. You know, like I know not everybody's gonna like it, but I know some people are gonna like it, and at the same time, a lot of people it's been more so like now, and I understand. And then I'm getting better with it or whatever too. So a lot of people caught me at a time now where like a lot of that stuff, you know, like when the style wasn't too much polished, they won't too much hear that or whatever and everything like that. But now they see where, you know, I'm making different songs and everything like that. But my mind frame has just changed with a lot of things too. And, you know, I just been I've been trying to get in a better space in life. And a lot of other music too, I was in dark spaces in my life too. So at the same time, the music was kind of just like,
reflecting that.
But that music, but at the same time, one thing I know about this music thing though, I feel like, you know, that I'm meant to do this or whatever. God has always kept this in my life throughout the struggle and everything too. So it's like, you know, but how whatever this music has kept me like in life or whatever, and, you know, and also like, you know, just money from it or whatever, a little bit I did get at times or whatever and everything that kind of saved me a little bit in certain places. So, you know. And then I always had a studio and I always had a microphone to record. Like, I haven't had like ever since like 2000, I think 10. Ever since 2010, bro, I've always had like a microphone in the studio, always. Probably had, you know what I'm doing with the mixing.
16 years ago now. Damn. That's 16
yeah,
years
bro.
ago now.
At the same time,
it's weird to think about that shit.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
at the same time with me or whatever and everything like that, I'm starting to accept my age or whatever too. I mean, I ain't super old, but you know, shit, I ain't no spring chicken either.
You live some life.
Ain't no spring chicken either, you know. So
I
done live a crazy life. I done live like 2 lifetimes, man.
Yeah.
For real, I done live about 2 lifetimes. I mean, the military. That's one. I mean, at the same time, also just in life too or whatever. There's a lot of things I've been through, like just like, you know.
I mean, I feel like traveling does that. Like it makes. I don't know.
Been in Germany or whatever.
Like when you get older
country,
too, like time
know.
just moves differently as you get older. Like
you think different or whatever too, and then you start to understand things a lot different. Whatever. That's why I talk the way I talk or whatever with the situation or whatever as far as legacy or whatever and shit. Because, you know, like that what age will do to you at certain times or whatever and shit. The older you get, no matter how old you get, if you thinking right and you got your head on your shoulder right, you gonna understand. You gonna start understanding different things in life. You can start understanding life ain't nothing but an experience, man. You got a birth date, you got an end date, and I feel like, you know, the end date is already established. You just don't know when it is. I feel like, you know, just because of how people, you know.
Would you want to know, like, if you had the?
I wouldn't know. I mean, that's a thinking question. That's a thinking question too, or whatever. I was about to answer that, but then I thought about like.
Would you? Well, here's another one. Would you rather know when you're gonna die or how you're gonna die? Because I feel like I mean,
if I knew how I was gonna die, then I'm be down fucking on pins and needles all the time trying to fucking die test. I'd rather just know when. I just rather know when.
That's some Final Destination.
Yeah, I'd rather just know when. I'd be down fucking trying to dodge and shit down fucking anything. Motherfucker come by, I'm doing all type of damn fucking like Matrix shit and everything trying to. Yes, I'd rather just know when. I'd rather just know when instead of knowing how.
Yeah,
so I can live peaceful and shit or whatever shit. I know like, hey, I got to this date. Shit, say, let me just do what I need to do and shit. And,
make it happen.
Just make it happen and shit like that. And get the fuck on.
Yeah, no, that is I don't think if I could know when, if I had the choice, I wouldn't want to know either. I feel like people already like don't know when and already are so like they hold themselves back and anxious and like kind of.
You can't do shit at the same time. I mean, that's one thing that's gonna happen in life. You ain't promised $1 million, but you promise one day them lights gonna shut off. That's one thing you come in this world like. When you come in this world like that,
so you might as well go do some shit. Go try some shit.
Fuck what people say, man. What people that fucking think about you, whatever and shit. You know, if people ain't want to get with what you got going on and shit, leave them where the fuck they at.
There's 8 billion people in this world. Shit.
At the same time, you don't know if down fucking they got more time than you. So at the same time, you gotta you know do what you gotta do and then leave them where they at. And you know, then it'll be that day when things do happen or whatever and everything like that. Then everybody gonna be like, oh, this, that, and the third, man, motherfucker, man, take your ass the hell on somewhere, man. You ain't worrying about that shit. That's another thing too, like, you know, like like a lot of people don't think about certain people, whatever, don't want to do certain things or whatever with people or whatever, or wish they did things until somebody gone and everything. So it's like, you know,
yeah, people having regret, and fucking. But that's people being stubborn, people having too much ego, too much pride. Cause like, for me, there's no like. And let me not say that. There is certain reasons why I feel like you shouldn't talk to people, but like I feel like generally speaking, people don't talk to each other for dumb reasons. Yeah. Like for the most part, like there's certain things where it's like, all right, like I get it, but like I know certain examples and certain people in my life that aren't talking to certain family members for like silly shit, and it's like, come on.
I probably told I have the exact moment or whatever from the situation we talk whatever and everything like that. I have that whatever where like shit, that shit now fucking. Something so simple, something that went left or whatever, man, and a conversation need to be had, but the conversation never be had just because.
Fact. And it's just like, it really could be that simple. It really could be that simple.
So simple. It all would be so simple.
But then, you know, it kind of, people are getting older now and shit, so it's like, man, like, I don't know, I just.
You wish,
and
maybe
I'm just young.
Maybe but you don't know the dynamic too, because they talk maybe one person trying to, you know, end the situation.
And that you know, you have to think about those things, and, you know, it is, and that's kind of where I do it. Like I still feel I still have my opinions on it, but it's like, well, at the end of the day, like that's their life, that's their relationship. That's
I try my little bit of life. Like you never know what somebody's going through, or whatever, and everything like that, or whatever. And shit. So I try and work on
other people's shoes.
Yeah, I just kind of work on like, you know, trying to like treat people with kindness and everything like that. I try and work on that more now or whatever, because me or whatever, like people know like me or whatever. People think I'm an asshole. Like I say, man, people just, you know, it's just because I give that, because I've always just had me. Like everybody who was supposed to protect me or protected me, they either left me or got taken out of my life. So it's like I was always left with me, and I'm not about to let people do me any type of way or anything like that or whatever, anything like that at first, whatever and everything, because if I let you do it one time, then you're going to keep, you know, thinking, and I can't have that. So, you know, because all I got is me. I mean, God protect me all day, every day. But it's always been just me and God and everything. God showed me certain things and put me in positions where I know certain shit. But like, I just be trying to be all guard, man. But at the same time, it's just like a lot of things with people. So, you know, that's why I stay to myself, bro. I don't like rock with people. I mean, at the same time, once I started understanding life with energies and start putting that shit together, it was like, man.
The frequencies and the vibes,
we all frequency or whatever. Some of the wrong frequency can throw you all the way somewhere else and shit. Like, and it's like, you wonder why you over here now. You was just right here or whatever and shit. Now you all the way over and bung fuck some down way and shit down. You know, like
for real. That butterfly effect shit. Choices that you make, how you react to certain things can change your life one way or the other.
Yeah, that's what I had to do, because I seen that shit I see that shit all the time just by dealing with customers and everything, just dealing with the regular job shit. You know. It's just like, you know, people will be mad at the world and then come try to project their anger on you and everything like that. And then when you try and correct them or let them know or whatever and everything like that. So and at the same time, I ain't being, because I want to fight and everything like that. Now I'm letting you know, so you don't just go back out that door and do that shit to somebody else. Like,
trying to help you out.
I'm trying to help you out, let you know, like, that shit ain't right. Like, you know, correct that shit, man. Like, before you go down, and somebody, or you go run up on the wrong somebody and somebody pop your ass. I mean, like,
people don't like to be told about themselves,
because you may have that nice motherfucker that try to, you know, like say like, oh, hey bro, like,
hey, take it easy now,
calm down and everything like that. And then you go out there and then you have somebody else and that motherfucker don't even say nothing. That motherfucker just go ahead and, you know, let it ring, you know.
Yeah, and then that's
ring my bell, like, you know, shit.
Ring my bell.
Shit, motherfuckers will ring your shit out here, nigga. Shit, you know, shit, motherfuckers will ring your shit.
Damn, yeah,
that's the wrong person. Shit, that's how it is out here now. Like, you know.
But I also feel like there's like people feel like I don't know, like a certain level of security and protection and safety when like.
Yeah, you always gotta have that protection and safety. I mean, I'll never tell nobody not to protect themselves, but you know, it's levels to that shit though too though.
Yeah.
You know, don't just go out here and just because you mad or whatever and everything like that, and you feel like, you know, you want to just like, you know, snap on somebody and everything like that, and then you know, I see that every day, man. Like, and it just seems like sometimes people just like, I don't know, sometimes people just get up and more leave their common sense on the pillow sometimes too, like a lot of times and everything too. It's just like, because that's another thing that's kind of wrong with the world too, man. Like, that's why a lot of things go the way they go, because a lot of people don't, they don't think. It's like, it's easy. Like, common sense is the most easiest thing in the world to have. It's just easy. It's just
hard for people to stay level-headed to use it all the time, because a lot of people move off emotion and not off
that
of
emotion.
Like,
that emotion will get you killed. Love will get you killed. Emotion, you say love will get you killed. No, emotion will get you killed. Love will get you killed too, but emotion will get you killed faster. Like, it's just like, and at the same time, emotion will have you in jail or whatever, thinking like, your life is over, and all over probably 5 to a minute or whatever of your time, 5 seconds or a minute of your time.
For real, that shit does happen quick.
Because it only take 5 seconds. It only take a couple seconds to think or whatever, and just kind of like, catch yourself. Whatever, you just got to catch yourself. You may hop out there, but you gotta have that shit where you can just catch yourself. And then once you catch yourself, then you can be right there for a moment, and then that's when the thing gonna happen. You go with it, or damn.
It's like, all right, now you just like kind of start getting your wherewithal. Yeah, no, it is.
Once
like
you catch yourself, whatever shit, you gotta catch yourself first. Once you catch yourself, shit, I had plenty of times where I could have just jumped off the deep end. A couple times or whatever. A couple times I could have just jumped off the deep end, but I catch myself, and then. It just I hate that feeling, whatever, just like the adrenaline feeling, whatever, after you catch yourself. I hate that shit. I just hate that shit, because there's a lot of adrenaline there when you catch yourself. I deal with that shit all the time and shit. That shit just, but then I just learned to deal with that shit though, man, because like, it ain't that serious. Well, because then once you get past that part, then you start thinking like, okay, if I had to did that shit, then I would have been fucked up, looking for another job, all this other shit, then, so. And then at the same time, what helped me though is like being in that shelter shit. Like, I feel so comfortable with that shit now, because that's one of the best things that ever happened to me. Because like, that shit turned me into a man. Like, I had no choice but to be a man. Like, nobody's here. Everybody who I had, family, all that, gone. No longer present. It's just you now. It's just you and God. But at that moment, whatever, I had to build that relationship with God. But you got to get closer to God now. And from that moment, from that shelter on, we here now. That happened in 2018. Shit, how many years now? So almost 10 years. Shit, now we 7. Shit. But we're about to be 8 years now. Shit, now. So like, that one of the best things that ever happened to me, bro. Real shit.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta fucking hit that rock bottom.
That shit turned me into a man, bro. That shit, because I ain't had no choice with up and down. I had no choice.
It's either fucking just lay here and be a bum, or fucking get up and do something about it.
Like, get up and do something about that shit, man.
Right.
Like, but I learned that shit though, and at the same time, that shit just changed my way of thinking or whatever and shit now. And that's just why I'm here now or whatever and shit, because of that or whatever and shit. That shit turned me to a whole different way or whatever, where I live life now like I don't need nobody, bro. Besides like a handful of people, I probably like be like, the go-to for some help or whatever. But I try and keep it where like we just do what we do or whatever, and keep each other up or whatever and shit. Nobody ain't got to worry about me being a broken link or nothing like that. And
I mean, that's really all you could do is hold up your end of the bargain.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you fucking come through on what you say you're gonna come through on, fucking keep the promises that you can.
And shit, but depending on people and shit like that or whatever and shit, that's why I'm with the music or whatever. I don't depend on nobody for the music. That's why I do as much as I do or whatever, because I don't really depend on nobody. I go do it myself or whatever, because I know like if I had to depend on somebody, there's a possibility it won't get done, or it's gonna be getting late done or whatever and shit. So like different things, bro. Yeah. But I thank God for just a lot of the shit I experienced like though, because it made me understand like at the end of the day, all you really got is you. Like, I mean, a lot of times, whatever, in certain situations and shit, you can't be looking, you can always look to God or whatever, but you gotta understand God gonna come on his time. He ain't gonna leave you stranded, but it ain't gonna be like that right there when you want everything either too.
If you get everything when you want it, how you want it, you don't learn that way. You just feel like it's a cop out. Like you just feel bailed out. Like you feel like you could just that security blanket.
Yeah.
You gotta,
if I fall down, God gonna,
right. You gotta fucking let people fall sometimes, and and it sucks seeing people, especially when it's somebody you love and shit, and you just have to see them fall and let them fall until they feel like, until they hit their rock bottom, and then have them, watch them get.
When you hit that real rock bottom and you slap that pavement, that shit will slap some life into you. That shit slap all the life into me, bro. I like, damn. That shit was the worst, bro, because like you gotta look at it. I was in the military all before that, bro.
Yeah.
Had everything going good and everything, and then that just happened. But at the same time, like I say, I made that decision though.
Yeah.
It ain't like I got, I mean, because of the situation, it took me that route where I made that decision.
Yeah.
And that was one of the best decisions I ever made though, man, for real. Cause that shit just like, got me here now. I don't drink. I'm on my 4th year, no alcohol. Like, like just, and then that was one of the best decisions I ever made too. Just stop drinking or whatever and everything like that. Whatever. Like that alcohol, like, you know how DMX bad his kryptonite was, that crack or whatever and everything. That was how the alcohol was to me. Yeah. That shit was my kryptonite, bro. That shit was, and at the same time, it just all because, like I say, it came from a situation of my daughter being removed out of my life, and that happened the way that happened or whatever. So that was just a filler and a cope now. But now, where I do my music now too, is because of that music. It replaces the alcohol and it replaces that situation. Yeah. So that's why so much of it, whatever. And that's why I said I would probably be in the crazy house if I didn't do music, because like at the same time, I'd had like, I got PTSD. I've been in the military. I'd had like, like certain shit happen or whatever and everything like that. I lost certain people, all type of other stuff. So it's like, so that's why that music, it just keeps the therapy going or whatever, and it keeps me in a good place. And then at the same time, like I said, I just understand life a little bit more, where like life ain't gonna always be, it ain't gonna be peaches and cream all the time, whatever. Shit, man.
Fuck, ain't that the truth? Fuck.
Life is gonna be life.
Yeah, but you need the good,
that though.
You need the good and the bad,
because it makes you. It grows character, and then the better your character get, the better you maneuver through life until the light shut off. The better you will enjoy life until that.
Well, I feel like you got to go through experiences to like be able to relate to people and like be able to put yourself in other people's shoes. Yeah. And, I think that's part of it. Part of it is going through stuff. Part of it is knowing yourself as well.
And that's another thing why it helps me. I would never judge nobody, bro, because of the shit I've been through. Yeah. And that's why I try and think of, you never know what somebody's going through. You never know what somebody's going through, whatever and everything like that, because you don't never know. I see homeless people all the time, whatever and everything. I don't have too much. I have sympathy for them, but not enough sympathy though, because I know I've been there. And I know you can get out of that.
Yeah, that is always something I think about though. Like if I see a homeless person, it's like it's just like the thought is like how did they get to that point? Like how bad did it have to get for them to get there? Yeah. And that's like something that I always think about. Like when I see a homeless person,
sometimes just from speaking from experience, sometimes it just be like, cause I mean at the same time we both we talked about the second one. I had 2 of them. Shit. Yeah. Like, remember I had back to back or whatever and everything. I said the first one was just basically me making a decision and everything, and being like, okay, I don't want to deal with this, so I gotta just hit reset and then try and get back right. So that was the first one. But the second one, like I said, that was out of my control because I got put out my crib, whatever, and everything like that. So but it just depends. I mean, I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it could be, it could be such a different range of things.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, some of them you can kind of see it's obvious on their fucking face, like they got
some people
marks up, shit like that. But then other people that there's this one time that it sticks out to me because I was with my family and it was in Chicago, and like I had to be like maybe like 11 or 12 years old, so it was really my first time really seeing like a big city like that.
Gotcha.
And there was what it looked like to me and what I like from what I was gathering, like from how my mom and my parents were acting, like just a homeless girl, and she had a sign that said she ran away and stuff like that, whatever. And it was in Chicago. This was like in December, January time, so that shit was cold as fuck. Oh, yeah. And that was one of the first times I really like.
What city you say?
It was in Chicago. Oh yeah, cold. And that was one of the first times I really remember like really feeling like empathy for someone that was just homeless in the street. I'm like, oh shit, like. Damn, like I just thought about it in a way. It's like, damn, that's somebody's like daughter or mother or sister or aunt. Like, how the fuck did they get to that point where?
Yeah, it's like, but a lot of people don't have that sympathy or whatever. You see it in the world now too. A lot of people like,
Well,
like,
I mean, I feel I was like I said, 11 or 12. As you get older, like you kind of start losing that a little bit.
But you kind of keep it though. I mean, at the same time, you know how to.
I think there's moments.
You know how to control it.
Yeah,
you know how to control it or whatever. The older you get, you're gonna have to control it, whatever, because the older you get, you understand you can't have that for everybody.
You can't help everybody.
That.
Yeah,
people use that against you a lot of times.
That too,
and everything like that. But like, there's only certain people like that, or whatever, and shit like that. Have good hearts like that, or whatever, and shit like that. Because I have it like that, whatever. Like a lot of people hear my music, or whatever, and I'll be saying like I'm cold hearted, or whatever. I'm cold hearted or whatever in the way like what we talking about, whatever. Like I don't just don't give that shit out, or whatever. And at the same time, all my emotions are going or whatever and everything like that, because I had to get rid of them because that's the only way I've been able to progress through life or whatever and everything like that. Because like I say, I didn't have emotions at one point. Then I got married and my wife or whatever and everything like that, you know, it was always like, you don't show me no emotion and all the other stuff. Well, so you kind of like be like, okay, well, and then you start to like have to do self-recognition or whatever, and you see that kind of see like, okay, well, I am gonna be married to this person or whatever, so I gotta, you know, at least try, you know,
you gotta open up
or whatever and everything like that. So that's when my emotions, that's why I even gain emotions. And then like just like the end of last year is like when I kind of like just shut that shit off, like it don't exist anymore. Like I can't have them because that hinders you, bro. Like especially if you ain't got no reason or whatever, especially you by yourself, whatever. And everything that you had the emotions for and everything like that is no longer in your life. Yeah. You have to get rid of it, because at the same time, then you're gonna keep going back in that dark hole or whatever and everything of trying to figure out why this ain't work or why this person ain't with me.
Yeah, it starts becoming like you start feeling like you're in a hamster wheel. You're trying to do all these things, but like at a certain point, like I feel like with a lot of relationships, like they run their course. And it be like that, whether it's just a friend.
A lot of people do come in your life for a season.
Facts. And I think people hold on to that too much. Yeah. It's like, I think that like it's okay and you can have that time with somebody and spend that time. Some people it's a lifetime. Like you do, I feel like I have friends that I think I will be my friends until the day that I die.
But then you don't start experiencing.
But there's also people that I know that I've met that it's like I know this is just gonna be like, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna help each other out. It's gonna be great for the time being, but I already see this not gonna last that long for whatever reason.
But then at the same time, with me, what helped me with shutting mine off so much or whatever is just basically because like I feel like I wasted 4 years of my life being married to somebody. I was with this person I gave this person 4 years of my life. Yeah, like, and we no longer even talk to each other, can't really even stand each other like that. Yeah. You know, and we have a child together and everything like that. And that affects everything when you have, you know, because it was just her or whatever and everything. Like, I don't care, jump over a bridge tomorrow. I don't give a care. Like, yeah. But like, as far as we got a kid or whatever and everything like that, you know, like, you know, I understand that or whatever and everything like that. And I have tried to basically work with the situation and understand like it ain't about us, it's about her. But then at the same time, when you keep doing this and expecting me to accept this and we ain't doing that.
Yeah. I mean that's the point that I was trying to get at. Like sometimes it's somebody that you decide to marry, and it, you know, it comes like when that relationship ends, when that road ends, it's a lot harder to break those ties instead of just like, oh, this was fun. Like
when you have kids involved, but at the same time, if it was just us or whatever, then it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be as messy,
but
kids, marriage, kids, that combo together can usually get pretty dicey pretty quick.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, at the same time, and I had the chance to get away from the situation and everything like that. But at the same time, just being a man, ended up back with the situation or whatever and everything. So, you know, like something I could go back or whatever and wouldn't even do right now. But I mean, at the same time, I look at it like, I mean, my daughter has a life because of me or whatever, or because of the situation. But she's no longer with me right now. And at the same time, who knows if she'll ever come back around. But at the same time, you know, that's up to for God or whatever. But I just got rid of the emotions or whatever. That's one thing that really helped me get rid of it, though, because I was like, man, I'm with this person for like 4 years of my life, man. Like, I don't want to do this again. Like, I don't want to do it with nobody again. Like, as far as like having to go through that again.
That shit could be draining as fuck.
Because I'm just now really getting like, because that's another reason why my music career ain't, my music career is supposed to been spring off somewhere or whatever and everything like that. And there's opportunities and everything like that. But like I've had where something with this situation happened, or I've had to make the situation or whatever. Because when that happened, I had to reset all the work I did before then or whatever and everything like
that. Essentially,
back at zero. And then the game was changing at that time.
Yeah,
the game was going to the streaming.
Divorce, because that shit's not cheap either.
That
shit ain't cheap at all. Like, well, I mean, just a divorce on its own, not let alone now. Like you said, you got kids and shit.
But my situation, my divorce happened in Germany. So at the same time, I ain't had the American laws and everything like that.
That's right. That's right.
And I didn't even get married in America. I got married in Denmark. Like me and her got married in Denmark.
So I mean, how much different is it over there than it is over here?
It ain't too much of a difference or whatever. It's just basically like y'all sit there and y'all like, because when we was signing the divorce people whatever and everything like that, they was asking me questions, but they had like a translator for the Germans or whatever and everything. Had somebody translating me, telling what the German judge was saying or whatever. So yeah, and then and then at the same time she got like I think like some assistance or whatever and shit, and paid for her half of the thing, and I had like only like $200 or something to pay, but I ended up leaving, but I had to pay that whatever and everything. But like yeah, it wasn't nothing whatever too bad. The only thing or whatever was really with me was the separation and everything, because I still had to take care of her.
Yeah.
And I until we got finalized divorce and everything like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that shit.
And that's what cost me the most, because I was paying her rent and my rent, because she wasn't working or nothing like that. She was just be divorce free, happy, running around just doing whatever the hell going and shit, whatever and shit. So
Yeah, no, I've seen both my parents get divorced, and neither time did I think it looked fun at all. That shit. I was like, that's just if I ever get married,
and then you have to go through the healing process or whatever.
I mean, for real, not only just the financial,
that's somebody you've been with for like some
it's time
years,
spent, and that's what I've taught like. Cause like I don't hate or like dislike any of my exes. Like it didn't work. Like even exes that I spent a few years with and things like that. Like it just didn't work. It is what it is. Like, and I've never been married or anything. Like, so I haven't been tied in like that. But I feel like it's hard for me to hate somebody that I spent that type of time with, and that like even if it doesn't work out, like there was a point where we did love each other. There was emotional connection stuff.
Me and her were like, man, like financially and everything like that shit was wonderful. Like when we was on the same page or whatever, like I was in the military working whatever, she like on Facebook, like if kids like something get too small on or whatever, she's selling it or whatever, or you like selling like stuff that we don't need in the house or whatever. So that's another income, that's your little income off of Facebook or whatever. You doing other stuff or whatever, you in the little community or whatever with the wives and everything, you figuring out money income from that, whatever. Yeah, like so that's when a relationship is wonderful, when it's like both of them, like they ain't worrying about like what you got, what I got. We just working together. We just at the end of the day collect, and that shit's wonderful when it is. But when that shit go left, that shit just whoa, Jesus,
what the fuck was this?
What the hell?
I didn't sign up for that.
Who are you? Like, damn, who are you?
Yeah, and
what happened to her? Like, what happened to the person you was a couple months ago?
A pissed woman. Damn, that's
ain't not like a woman. They like another like a woman storm. Like,
that shit there. Oh my god. Jesus. And that's also one thing too. Like I've never dealt with anybody super crazy. Like I've dealt with some crazy women, but like nothing that was like. I've heard some horror stories from other people. I'm like, oh my god, like how did you do that shit? Like how did you just deal and like put up with that? And like there's people that I know that
mine told me a couple times. Showed me a couple times. I should have got the hell on. Like, but
oh fuck.
And she German, and she was German. So at the same time, that's even just like a whole other beast right there. Like no disrespect to my German women, but I mean, like they know I'm talking.
Hey, they probably know what's good. They know what's good anyways. They know what's good. They know the truth.
Exactly what's going on. They know I ain't lying. They know sometimes whatever. But I mean, sometimes dude can do that whatever. And at the same time, but I wasn't one of the ones who was doing that. I was just trying to, trying to know if I can live happily ever after and everything. Like
no. Yeah, no, that is and I mean, because I grew up with women too. Like I got two sisters. I'm in the middle, so I got an older sister, a younger sister.
I had a lot of female.
Both my cousins on my mom's side are females. My mom on my dad's side, it's more even, but it's me and my sister are the oldest ones, and then the third oldest one is like 21, 22. So like there's a big gap between me and my sister, and then my sister and myself, and then the third youngest grandchild on my dad's side, because there's 10 of us over there. Yeah, my dad's side of the family is much bigger, but yeah, I mean. You piss a woman off, that's
you might as well
good luck.
Cancel Christmas for
good luck.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Good luck. I love women.
I mean, you gotta look at it. Women are a whole different, like they a whole different species or whatever.
They wire differently. They have different characteristics. Like,
I mean, I learned that just by having a bunch of female cousins.
Right, same. Like, and I learned, and I tell them that all the time. It's like I'm glad that I grew up around, because like I was able to gain that perspective at such a younger and early age than most guys do that just grow up with brothers or grow up with brothers and sisters.
It should help you out later on life. You understand women a little bit better. You understand, like they wire it different or whatever.
But it also kind of. Yeah, I don't like. not that I don't take women seriously, but like I don't take their emotions as seriously all the time because it's like I know you're just like.
Sometimes you don't really mean what you.
Yeah, so like I'll be like, I've been called nonchalant a lot, and it's like,
nah, but that's what you got to be sometimes.
Right, it's like, it's not that I'm nonchalant. I just like this is just not a big deal. Like it'll be fine. We'll get over it. Like it's like I promise you in like fucking 10 minutes once we get over this, like it'll be okay. But like it's just not a big deal. So like
it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, and I think that's the main difference between guys and girls is that like the just simplicity and like. Guys are just dumb. Like we're dumb and like we dumb shit down to like life is simple. Like girls are a lot more emotionally intelligent and they add that shit to a lot of things that is like unnecessary sometimes. It's like this nothing had to do with emotion in this one. It's just I was hungry and I grabbed a sandwich at fucking 2:00 in the morning. Like, why are you eating right now? I was just like, because that's what I felt like. I don't want to do. I mean, and you know, you can add that, you know, scenario to whatever is going on in your life and shit like that. But it is just the simplicity of a guy to the complications of a female mind.
The female mind is different, whatever, and everything. They think different, man. But.
Yeah, but you know, we balance each other out.
Yeah, no,
we need each other. That's why, like, you know, the whole, you know. When people get into like the whole battle of the sexes and like guys are who's better, guys or girls, who's more superior, it's like we need each other. Like without without the other, we don't make more humans. Like girls do a lot more of the work but like, you know, we still need each other. We need to work as a team and fucking. There's too much. Like, I mean, and I get it because it's social media and that's what fucking sells. But like the divisiveness and
but
there's got to be a winner and a loser. And it's like, why can't we? It don't always got to be winner or loser. Like sometimes it could just be winner. That's it.
That's why a lot of the world is messed up. Though a lot of relationships ain't lasting no more either because
everybody for real
about social media and everything. And you know.
Well, I mean the access. I mean, it's just so much easier nowadays to. Oh, I don't like you or you did something I don't like or whatever. I'm just going to go hop on Instagram, especially if you're a girl. And I think like, not that I know girls, even if you're just an average looking girl, the amount of DMs that you get as opposed to just an average looking guy is night and fucking day. So it's like.
Yeah, but these dudes sometimes they be doing the most of what.
Oh yeah,
with these like because these girls were like, you know, because I mean I had a lot of some females we've been like, you know, friends and everything like that. Some of this shit these dudes do sometimes with us and shit. They
for,
be like,
no, for real.
Come on, man.
Dudes
like,
be
damn,
dudes be
like,
thirsty as fuck sometimes. Like, bro, like, damn
bro,
like
you making it down fucked up for the good ones out here, man. Like, damn, bro.
The ones that the memes that I always think is funny that I see girls post are like, or they'll like screenshot like dudes just talking to themselves. And just like, hey, how you doing? What's like? That shit is always funny as fuck to me.
In the conversation
but I mean, most of the time when I see them though, it's on like people. You know how you have your like your favorites, like the hidden story on Instagram and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Or if they put it public, then they'll at least like scribble out the name and shit like that. So they don't do them that dirty. But
I be seeing
that shit is funny as fuck.
About the females too, they will expose them all the time. I be seeing that shit.
Hell yeah. Shit. But the same thing with the saying that they're as quick to expose someone that they don't fuck with. Once they find someone that they fuck with, it's like they'll let them get away with murder sometimes.
Yeah, true.
Like you'll see a chick that's like, yeah, he like cheated on me like 10 times, but like I love him or like whatever, he's got good dick or whatever, and it's like, damn, like
yeah, but it's damn fucking more to life than that shit.
For real, like you like 10 times and you're just cool with it because he fucks good, provides a certain lifestyle, and it's like, but you know, again, you know, different strokes for different folks. That's some people that they don't give a fuck like that. They just need certain needs met, and the other shit don't matter.
Shit. The older you get though, you understand though. Like that shit ain't gonna pay off. Whatever. Shit, love ain't gonna get you the fucking further in life or whatever. Too much or whatever. I mean, honestly, you with the right person, but then at the same time, in order for that love to work, damn, you and that person gonna have to like, you know. I mean, meet each other or whatever and shit. You can't expect that person to just do and you just, you know, take.
You got it's give and take. You got to be able to.
It's on both ends or whatever. And shit, you know,
provide in some way, even if it's like more traditional shit. Like if you want the guy to just be the breadwinner and then the woman.
And then some females they just want emotional support sometimes.
For real.
Shit. I mean, to be honest with you, sometimes I mean, female don't even want your money. Sometimes I mean, shit,
especially nowadays too. That I mean, there's some. I mean, you can go and get it like. you know, I know before, like, there was, you know, the stigma and, like, you know, they're housewives and all this shit, but now you got females going and starting businesses, doing their own thing, getting their own money. They don't need you for their money. They want you to be like a support, like you said, a support in their life, whether it's emotional, whether, you know, it's helping each other out, helping each other gain and shit like that. Like, it's, you know,
that's what I look. That's what I would love to have. I would rather have me like a business partner or whatever. Like, you know, not even a business partner, but like, you know, just a life partner or whatever. That ain't worrying about the material, you know, shit, and you know, worrying about like, you know, what I can do and all that stuff. Whatever. What can we do? Like, you know, just, you know.
Well, I mean, that's that's how it should be. No, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. That we're helping each other out. I mean, especially if you're deciding to marry and build with somebody, and you're trying to build, like you said, build a life with somebody. You got to be able to like.
Yeah, no, you gotta
help. Like, you gotta be able to support each other. There's gotta be a level of like understanding of each other, and like also understanding like, yes, we're together, but like that's their own they're still their own person. Like, how can I help amplify them? And like there's a level of selflessness to it. And you know, a lot of people are selfish lovers. You gotta be selfless. You gotta that's a lot of the time you gotta put you gotta put the other person ahead of you.
Yeah, you got to or whatever and everything like that, but me or whatever, the reason why I feel like I'm done with that is because like I done got to a point where like I ain't putting nobody else above me or whatever. The only person that'll get put above me is my daughter if she come back into my life, whatever. But other than that, I'm not putting, because I've been there, I put other people ahead of me in my life, and that has got me like now fucking so further back in life that it's like, man, bro, I can't even like, you know, because I mean time ain't on my side, so at the end of the day, I mean like, bro, I gotta like, you know. So it's like, you know, I can't be like, you know, putting other people before me or whatever and everything like that. There's only like certain people like, you know, that I'll even like go out of my way for. Yeah. But that's why I can count those people on one hand or whatever, you know, because.
Well, I think that's the balance of it though too. Like I feel you gotta be like, again, know yourself, be selfish with yourself, get yourself right, so then you can put that shit back in the air. Like if you're, like you said, if you're pouring too much out and not getting enough in, then you're gonna be draining yourself and you don't have anything to give.
That should do it to you, but that should definitely do it to you. Like, you know, it'll just have you in a dark space or whatever. Like I said, because I went through a lot of years, now that I, you know, found a better space or whatever, I went through a lot of years like where like, damn, like it was in a dark space or whatever, couldn't figure it out, just in the dark trying to find the light, just in the dark, just moving around trying to find the light and shit, you know, just like, you know, so
blind leading the blind type shit. You're in the dark looking for something.
Yeah, looking for something you can't find or whatever, and I was like, nah, this shit ain't it, but that music shit, that shit is now fucking helping me, like, you know.
Well, shit, let me ask you this before we wrap this up. What, I mean, you had, you know, put out a ton of music last year, put out 10 projects, you were grinding, you were working. What's you know, what are you trying to build on in 2026? What are you looking forward to going into this new year, as far as like the groundwork that you just laid, and, you know, looking past that into continuing that into next year?
The groundwork is just basically just building a legacy more, just making sure, like, you know, I put out great music, you know, better music than what I put out last year. Just trying to like put out more like tapes and everything like that, because this year I'm put out more mixtapes or whatever and everything like that, because I'm gonna be more on SoundCloud, because like SoundCloud, like that is a place or whatever where like I suggest any artist go over there, and like, you know, they got the pro monthly thing where it's just $16 a month or whatever, and it makes the algorithm more friendlier to you or whatever. They recommend your tracks or whatever and shit, so whenever you upload a track, it gives you an option to amplify the track, and then once it uploads, then it'll scan the track and then see like what type of, you know, style they got, all the other stuff, whatever, and then it just suggest it to people and everything. So I've been doing that, and then you get comments and you get actually live feedback from the people and everything like that. And then actually, when you pay the $16 a month or whatever, it actually offers you where you can distribute your music, and then also you can actually get paid from the music that you put on your SoundCloud page or whatever. It monetizes it.
There you go. Free game for you right there. Free game.
So yeah, just basically that, and just basically this year, shit. I put out 10 last year, so I'm probably put out 20 this year. Like.
Shit, that would be, man, if you do that shit, that would be impressive as fuck.
And at the same time, I was looking for motivation, because I was thinking that or whatever and shit too. I was thinking like, should I not do that shit, or should I just, you know, just put out projects and don't really be,
you got to put out 2 projects a month.
Don't be looking at don't be looking at no set time, whatever, and everything like that, or don't be looking at no set amount of projects. I would think about that, but then since you said that just now, you were like, shit, You just gave me that.
That would be. Hey, if you
just gave me some motivation to do that shit, bro.
That's what I'm here for.
You just gave me some motivation to do that shit.
Would you consider doing more features in 2026?
Shit, I be trying to do more features and everything like that or whatever. I done had like a lot of shit. I supposed to have a lot more features than I have now. I send tracks to people or whatever and everything like that, and people either don't send it back or or something happened with whatever and everything. So But yeah, I want to do more features and everything like that. I'm open to features, and at the same time, the crazy thing about it, I don't charge for features, man. Yeah. Like right now, I'm in a space where like I ain't worrying about like you paying me for a feature and nothing like that. Shit. If you want you want me to get on a song, like shit, send that shit through. Like I don't charge for features, man. Like right now, I ain't
you heard it here. If you want to get on with Money Beezoe, just fucking send him a fucking DM.
Send me a
get
DM.
Get to work. Let's get busy.
Send me the open verse. Send me the open verse, man. I ain't like everybody. I do this shit because of the sport, bro.
For the love of the game, he ain't new to it. He's true to it. Damn
money is printed. Money is printed every day, bro. Like I don't worry about that shit, man. Like it's gonna come. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. But at the end of the day, man, like networking and everything like that, you ain't gotta pay me for no damn fucking verse, man. Like, like so. But yeah, like that, and then just basically like with the 20 or whatever and shit, man. You gave me motivation to do that shit, bro. Like,
here we go. So it's good.
And then also like, man, I got down. I've been doing like with you said 2 projects a month or whatever and shit. Yeah. Like I'm gonna let them know now, like shit. My next like 2 projects, I already got like down fucking 10 songs, like cause I'm doing the MVP or whatever and shit. You see, I just released Volume 2, Money, Vision, and Power. I just released that on yesterday on New Year's Day or whatever and shit like that. Down Volume 3 or whatever and shit. Mindset versus Pressure. That's already done. Already, really, my next 2 albums are already mixed and mastered and everything, and already done. I'm just listening to them and shit, and seeing if I need to add anything or whatever and shit. But the next project is probably going to be dropping on the 16th or whatever and shit. The next one's on the 16th. So he already done gave me the battery for that 20 pack. So y'all this year, y'all about to get a 20 pack. Y'all heard that first here on No Hangover Podcast. This year, Money Beezoe will be dropping 20 projects. You heard it here first.
The year of the Beezoe. Go ahead.
It's Beezoe time for real. Y'all see that Beezoe time shit or whatever and shit? You see and I just dropped a mixtape or whatever and shit too. Like shit about an hour ago on SoundCloud and shit like that, whatever. It's called Money Beezoe Carter and everything. I just dropped that shit. It's down on some mixtape Wayne type shit. Volume 1 just dropped. Shit, working on Volume 2. We working all year, but just know 20 projects this year. For sure. Hey, much peace and love. Everybody who's been supporting me, everybody who's been with me all this long way or whatever. I greatly appreciate everybody. And at the same time, like I just appreciate y'all, support with me and everything. It means something to me. But no, this year right here, shit, we going through the moon for sure.
2026 gonna be a big year. This is episode 246 of the No Hangover Podcast. Money Beezoe. You can find them on all social medias. Money Beezoe, just type that in.
Money Beezoe, Google
pop
it
up.
everywhere.
It'll be the first one to pop up. So
you can it's just straight Money Beezoe, MoneyBeezoe.
Let them know.
Everywhere.
Let them know. So it's easy to find. Go ahead, tap in. There's a ton of music to go scan through,
you got music you can listen to for days and weeks, man. Like I got like about 250, 260 songs on SoundCloud.
Tap in too, because it's a different style. Like I said, it's a different style. It catches your ear, if anything. So go ahead and tap in.
It's like it just so feedback. Much. It's so much music on there, whatever, and there's so many different styles of different things. Whether you're going through partying or whether you going through the struggle or you feel like life is just beating you down, I got something for you to lift you up. And at the same time, I got, if you want your girls, y'all want to dance, whatever.
I've been peeping some of those videos too. Shit.
Hey man,
girls
I got
really
all
shaking ass to that shit.
I got all music, whatever, and everything like that. So it's like, but it's a blessing to be able to do this or whatever, and I'm gonna keep pushing or whatever, and all my peace and blessing or whatever, and shit, and hope everybody have a good 2026. Stay focused. Don't lose your focus. Stay focused. 100.
Focus. Make sure you check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. That's where the podcast will be distributed. We're working on getting on BuzzFeed and all that other shit. So that'll come in time. Check me out on the socials on Instagram at No Hangover Podcast and on TikTok at No_Hangover. Like the reels, we're coming back strong. We're coming back with new material, new guests, same faces, whole bunch of that shit. We're gonna continue the role that we've been on in 2025. So Everybody love everybody. Deuces.